still tornado business from my side. I showed you this last week, or last meeting. So I've done all the mods now for turn it into the MRCA. I managed to give it a coat of white Halfords. So bought my grey and white Halfords paint the other week from just before lockdown. So I gave it a coat of that, a bit more sanding, a bit of attention to a few seams. Rumour has it you can build it without filler, but you've got to be building at least 7 or 8 of them, I think, by the time you get to that point. Yeah, and a bit of filler around the back and on top of the fin where I made the mods. Yeah, so then I gave it came to give it a coat of gloss modelling paint, and I realised that my compressor that I've been using over the last few years in Thailand has been a 110 volt American one that I did years ago. So I got the compressor nicely to hand, but I can't find the transformer to I mean, plug it in over here. So I've been turning the house upside down for the last week trying to find this bloody transformer, and finally gave up. And I resurrected my old monstrous compressor from the back of the shed and got that going. But I'm having to spray in the conservatory because I haven't got a spray booth or anything with light. So I'm freezing cold in the conservatory trying to paint white over white in a dimly lit tree. Yeah, and I've got runs and blobs and God knows what. So I've had to sand all that off and go back to the beginning and spray it again. So I've got something approaching a reasonable finish of the white at the moment. So that's how I've got the slats and the flaps all sorted out, and the cockpit's ready to go on. So I think the next for me is masking the white off and then getting the red on the wings, the wingtips and the tail. Just one of the things that there's no decals ever been made for this in 48 scale. Woman and iron about how to get around the decal issue, and a chap on Brit Model said he made the model a few years ago and he'd done his own decals and sent me the artwork.
Oh, so nice.
Taken his decals. So I printed, he just sent me the artwork, so I printed them off on the printer at home. The Italian circles are a bit thin, but I mean, that's just fantastic. He just sent me that, and so I printed it off, and it's had a couple of coats of Future sprayed on now, and they're really put on the finished model. I mean, it's fantastic, this internet thing, with really helpful and constructive like that. So that's really saved me quite a lot of time to get that done. So the decals are sorted. I need to match the red, just see if you can see the red on here blends into the red on the wings, so that might be a bit of a challenge. I'm not sure whether I'm actually going to use that red or whether I'll just cut the German cross out and put that on, but obviously these are printed on clear, so I'll need to leave the white back underneath. There's a few challenges along the way to actually using those, but yeah, definitely helpful to have got them. So yeah, so I'm cracking on with that. With the debacle of the air compressor, I haven't really got around to starting my lockdown model yet, but I see we've got a couple of weeks, so I'll have a look in the 72nd scale bin, I think, and see what I can dig out. I actually built that Hawk that Nicholas showed earlier, the Airfix 172nd scale Hawk. We were staying in Cheltenham a couple of years for our summer holidays, and there wasn't that much to do, so I went past the local newsagents, and they got a pile of 72nd scale Airfix kits in the window, so that's what took me back to the days of my youth. So I bought an Airfix 72nd scale Hawk and a little Humbrol spray bomb of red, and then spent 2 days producing a red arrow. And came out very nicely. So you can do it in a couple of days, but probably won't be. It wasn't as good as the one that making. But
well, I don't know. You might put me to shame.
Yeah, a couple of days entertainments with the kids, so that was it. That's it.
Colin, just a couple of things. I built the 40th anniversary Tornado, which was the same scheme as the prototype MRCA,
Oh, okay.
they
Yeah.
recommended that rail colour. That's the official classification of the name. It's
Right.
you know, it's German paints, and I got it from Zero Paints. It's Zero Paints.
Oh, okay. What was it? RAL 2030?
Well,
2020.
3020 is the number.
Okay.
And just something I just picked up on. I noticed on yours you've got the radar warning on the tail.
Hmm.
On one of the prototypes, the Italian one, P003, you'll notice that it's just slightly different.
No, the front bit is.
Yeah, the leading edge
camera?
had a camera put on it. I think what you're showing on there is the camera.
That's
but
right.
I'm building mine. Yeah, building mine from the first flight, and the first flight hadn't got the camera fitted.
Right.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of where I was going. Yeah.
Because there's a similar camera appeared on the F2 as well. So, you know.
Yeah. Well, they did put the camera on the leading edge of the RWR sort of fairly early on, but not for the first flight. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Thanks for that.